Welcome to week 18 of the NFL season. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end, the last week of NFL football for this season. It's been a wild ride, and I get to enjoy the end of this season after a crazy week of power outages and other issues, but it's just fitting for the way this season has gone. Now, going into the last week of the season is always the hardest to predict. If you think you saw some wild upsets during the season, watch out. That's right. Watch your back. That's all I'm going to say about that. Teams are going to rest their players. Teams are going to go wild in the playoffs. And other teams are just going to be jerks to ruin Christmas. Let's talk about my picks. Last week, I finished 11-5. My overall record is 149 and 108. I'd like to go 150, so I'm hoping I get at least one of these games right, which I think I will. Oh, God, I want a perfect one so bad, but this is not the week. We have Saturday games. The whole thing kicks off on Saturday at 4:30 with the Chiefs and the Broncos. I wrestled with this one. The Chiefs have not clinched the number one seed in the West because they lost last week. Not the West, in the AFC because they lost last week. Think about that for a second. We don't have a determined number one team in the AFC yet. And they're going to Mile High Stadium against the Broncos, who love to ruin Christmas. But I'm going to put my money on the Chiefs. They're a -10. I ain't touching that. Then we get treated with the Cowboys and the Eagles. The Cowboys laid an egg last week against the Cardinals, and I'm sure they're angry. They've already locked up the East. The number one seed in the NFC is locked up by Green Bay. So what are the Cowboys playing for? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Eagles are fighting for a playoff spot. But I think pride in the line for the Cowboys. They don't want to walk in the playoffs two losses in a row. It's not a good look. So I'm taking the Cowboys on this. I'm not going to pick them to cover the 7-point spread. Just not going to do it. Sunday. Steelers and Ravens. I'm going to take the Ravens. They're still fighting for a playoff spot. They're a -5.5. I like that. Ben does not win his final game. He won his final game at home, but he does not win his final game. Bengals and Browns. No Joe Burrow. Browns. No Baker Mayfield. Ohio death match. I'm going to take the Browns in this one because I don't know what the hell's going to happen, so I'm going to bet for chaos. They're a 3-point spread. They're +3. I like that. I'm going to do it. Packers and Lions. Lions are a -2.5. Lions are a +2.5. Packers have already locked everything up. No one's seen the NFC. So, are they playing for pride? Are the Lions going to do it just so they can have a W against the Packers? I am taking the Lions in this game. Every time I bet the Lions, they lose. I don't know why I still do it, but this week's a crazy week. I'm just trying to keep up. Titans, Texans. Let's talk about this Titans. Titans have a chance to get the number one overall seed in the AFC. Believe it or not, they can do it this week. Are the Texans gonna ruin Christmas? I'm betting no. I'm going to take the Titans to do that, clinch the number one overall seed, and have home field advantage with Henry coming back and causing some serious noise in the playoffs. Colts and Jaguars. Another situation here. Colts are fighting for a playoff spot. If they lose this game, it's going to open a lot of doors for other teams. So, I'm going to take the Colts. -15.5. I don't like spreads over 10. I'm not taking that. Bears and Vikings. Vikings fighting playoff spot. I'm taking the Vikings. The football team taking on the Giants. Both teams are eliminated from the playoffs. The football team wants to get a W to go into next season, so I'm rolling with the football team in this one. Panthers and Bucks. Bucks said they aren't going to have any mercy this week. Cobra Kai never dies. Especially after the Antonio Brown incident last week. They need to go into the playoffs strong to show they're still a Super Bowl contender, because they don't even mess around the playoffs. Tom Brady knows the playoffs, but he knows how energy goes into the playoffs. So I'm going to take the Bucks on this one to destroy my boys. Saints and Falcons. Believe it or not, the Saints are still playoff contenders. Yeah, they are. So I'm going to take the Falcons. Yeah, Falcons going to ruin Christmas for New Orleans. Jets and Bills. Bills can possibly, if they lose this game, they can lose the East, the AFC East. They're 16.5 favorites. They ain't going to cover that. But I'm going to take the Bills to clinch the East and get the win. Jets are looking pretty fierce after last week, the scare against Brady. But I like the Bills in this game. Pats and Dolphins. Dolphins. You had it. You had it. You had it all. You had it all. And you just dropped a winning streak at the worst time. I'm taking the Pats in this one just to go ahead and do the final rights on the Dolphins. Seahawks and Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals in this one. They looked really good last week without Hopkins, and I think they're just going to keep rolling into the playoffs. Cardinals look like they're back. Let's see if they're really back. Luckily, they're playing at home. They're not going to Seattle. 49ers and Rams. 49ers. I've done a number on the Rams over the years. Fortunately, no, the Rams have not clinched the West. I'm going to bet the 49ers ruin Christmas and they take the West. So I'm going to pick the 49ers for this game and they get their playoff spot. And watch out. And last but not least, we got the Chargers and the Raiders. Winner take all. The winner gets a playoff spot. Chargers, this is your time to show me why I had faith in you and not to make me look stupid. I'm taking the Chargers in this. They're -3. I think they will cover. They're going to come out strong, go into the playoffs strong, and make some noise. These are my picks. They may not be your picks, but they are mine. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. King out.